But I don't want no tea. It gives me a headache.
Oh, what shall we have then?
Coffee.
Hello everyone. Hey, I'm gonna be making a video here showing you all how to do Modelkasten tracks. I'm working on here on the Porsche King Tiger. These are Modelkasten tracks. I'm also going to show you for the new bow, I'm going to show you how to do the individual track links that glue together. But first, before I get started on the Porsche King Tiger, which is mainly this is what this is about, I want to show you different types of tracks that you can get for your armor models. First set I want to show you is the Tamiya, the old style Tamiya piece of junk tracks. These are good if you have a Sherman or an M48 or something with tight tracks that don't loosen. You know, don't have any kind of like a King Tiger. How this down here sags. If you don't have a sag effect, these work fine. But if you have a Tiger or any kind of German armor from World War II, they always have that sag effect that goes across the top. Don't use these. Buy something else. Individual track links you can get from all different sources that I'm going to show you, and you can get it for all different kinds of tanks. So trash these pieces of junk. They're not very detailed. They have sinkholes and they're just junk, and they don't glue together very well. So if you can avoid using Tamiya tracks, do it. The next best thing to track links that are all one piece are the DS tracks from Dragon. These are for my my M4A3 flamethrower tank. Dragon does a wonderful job. These actually are softer, more pliable. They glue together easily. They look great. There's not a lot of, I don't think there's any sink marks or anything on them at all. Very well detailed. Real minimal. If you got to clean up anything, sometimes on the edges here you get a little bit of flash, but really hardly at all. So very nice tracks. So you decided to use DS tracks. You had to have a Dragon kit. They usually come with it. Dragon offers, sometimes they'll offer you the DS tracks, or they'll sell you, or they'll give you magic tracks. And or, since I found out recently, they give you individual track links like this that I had to cut out for my new bow German tank. I had to actually cut them out and then clean them up. Not bad, but what's nicer is when they give you the magic tracks. Usually with the magic tracks, you got to get a smart kit from Dragon, and they come with it. These are for my my Panzer III OS-M with the winter kitten tracks, and they're very nice. One side is left, one side is right. They give them two different colors. So you know, these little extra plates you see here stick out on one side, so you have to have it that way. Very nice tracks. They're cleaned up. They're ready to rock and roll. You just glue them together, put them on. Wonderful. So if you ever get a Dragon kit, hopefully you'll get a set of magic tracks with it. Or if you get the DS tracks, they're fine, but they're only good. DS tracks are still the same way. I got to tell you, if you're gonna have a World War II tank that has sag in the tracks up top like this, these they're all right. You can make them bend, but the best thing is actually get individual track links and try that. Alright, so also your choices will be full model tracks. Individual track links that are metal. You get, as you can see, metal track links already cut. Sometimes they need a little bit of cleanup, but most of the time they don't. You take wire, you cut the wire to a length of the track, the width of the track, and you line up one track into the next track, you poke the wire through, glue it on either end, boom, you're done. You just make a set of individual track links. That I did on my Martyr 3. I used full tracks on that one. I don't know if I've shown pictures of that one yet or not. Very nice. I've been told that the wire, and I've noticed it on my Martyr 3, that I think after so long the sag effect is a little bit more because this wire droops just a little bit on every link from the weight. And I've heard people use brass wire, copper wire, but copper wire would be softer. I probably had to be really thin brass wire. This is like an aluminum. I've heard guys use piano wire, steel wire, which will hold up longer. If you do that, you just got to make sure it's the same thinness. and work with it. I've used this, it works fine with me. I've had a buddy who used brass wire. He likes it a whole lot better, easier to cut too, he said. And if you use something like the chopper in the background here, the chopper right here, you know, you go like this, you just set it for a set length and chop, 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 and chop the wire to the exact length. It'll be fine. So that's one of the ones. Full model tracks are wonderful. They're metal, like real tracks. That's the best part about it. They've been around for a long time. They make track links for every single tank out there. Matter of fact, they just bought the new bow track links out. So I have them for my Panzer 35, Panzer 38, and my Chieftain tank, which I'll do someday. I have them for other ones too. Another set you'll find are the Hobby Boss makes a set for the Elephant and for a couple other ones. Basically, they're just like the full model tracks. They don't have connector pins, or just like the other tracks I'm doing for the new bow. Basically, you just cut them out, glue them together, boom, you're done. I'll be showing you how I do that on the new bow tank. But right now, I think that's it. I'm going to be showing you how to do my Modelkasten tracks, and like I did here, the only other time I use Modelkasten tracks are on my Type 61 right here, as you can see, hopefully. These are actual working links, and they're all pinned in together on either end. This is, like I said, this is my Type 61. I did all that down. And let me see if we can get the light down here a little bit more. That'll help. There we go. You can see I had to put all these little foot pads in, little rubber pads in individually. And then there's pins on this side and this side that go in like this. And I'll be showing you how to do all that. But this Type 61 was, I did about 4 years ago or so. And it was my first time doing the Modelkasten track links. And I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of work, but the detail you get out of it is superb. So I'll be showing you how to do all that in a little bit. And let me see. Here's the set I started already. On this side, see how they flex, see how they work just like real track links. I'll be showing you how to put them together. I'll be back. Alright, welcome back. Alright, I'm all set up now to start doing the Modelkasten tracks. Basically, I've got this started, as you can see. This is your base plate that helps you. It's a guide. It allows you to set up your links and get them set up. So first thing is you start off here, push this first one in. Now you got to put, there's two different kinds of links. For the King Tiger, they had complicated tracks to a degree, and they had two different styles. You have the very thin style here, the inner piece. You can see on the bottom there's your detail, the flat part where the rollers are. Then you've got the main guide here. And that's the difference. So you have these two styles here. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to put on the big ones first. If you show you the instructions, they show you how you put the pins in. These are different kinds of pins. As you can see, this is what you get. Let me show you real quick. You get a bunch of these, and there's two different style pins. You get your thicker ones here with the on the end. You get your thinner ones here. You have to put them in the right spots because these are actually longer on the tip. These are shorter. So according to this, you have to match that up. So also here is what I told you a while back working on my tank stuff. Here's the shim you have to put in on the drive sprocket. You can see I put it in there already. That allows you to be the right width when going through here like that. Alright, so it's real simple. Let me get started here. First thing is you put down your pieces in the slots here. You got one. Find it using my fat fingers to be able to use tweezers. Okay, so you've got these in place. Okay. Now you're going to put in the thinner pieces in the middle. They're going to match up because you see how you have two here and one over here. So you're going to have the two over here and the one over here. And let me show you. It'll fit right in. Just like that. Plop. And two. And one. Plop. I like Modelkasten track links because they have the pin effect like full model ones do, but they're lightweight, where full models are a little heavier. Not that it's any bad or anything, it's just that I like these lightweight ones. I think Modelkasten doesn't have as large of a selection as full models, but and full models run anywhere from $30. I got my last set for $30 up to $50 depending on what you get. So they're very expensive. These are a lot cheaper, not a lot cheaper, but cheaper. All right, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get my tweezers here. Here's my first one. It's a very thin one. It's going to go in this hole over here. So let me get a little bit of super glue. I sharpened a toothpick. I'll put a little bit of super glue on here. Just dab it right on the edge of your piece. You don't want to stick it where the knob is going through. So basically where the point is going through. So you're just going to jam it in here, and that's it. Hold it in place for a little bit. It's instant glue. It'll harden up. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Move your finger back. There we go. Do the same thing again. A little bit of instant glue. Hope I'm like, I can't really see while I'm doing this. I really can't see the camera, so excuse me if I'm not showing it right. I'm trying to do my best here. Alright, same thing again. Same side. Press down. Push it in. Stop. It's instant glue. It's that easy. Now on my Type 61 I finished, I had to use Model Master glue because those pins I had to really sink in, and with instant glue it dries really quick once you insert it usually. So the Model Master glue gave me time to allow it to set up, and that. It took a long time to do the rings, to do the tracks. Oh man, see, it came loose. I've had that happen before. It's from me pressing too hard. Hold on, it's my bad. Luckily the glue didn't dry. Hold on. Sometimes I do that. You got to get it in there just right. Hold on, another thing, it didn't break off. Sometimes this instant glue takes a little bit longer to dry, or I didn't get enough on there. Let me try that again, sorry. Alright. Let's get it on there. Oh, come on. There we go. And stick it in there. There we go. You can also use zip kicker in this thing. I don't know if it's helping or not. Come on, baby, stay. Yeah, I didn't get it on there. That's what I did. I didn't get enough on the piece to get it in there when it inserted. So, get your instant. Sorry, get a little instant glue on there. Try not to get it on the tip. Okay. I just didn't glue these in. And then, if you can see, hopefully. Oops. And stick it in. There we go. Now this side is a harder side because of the way the pins are. You have to jam them in there and get them right in. The other side is not as hard. I'll show you that in a second. Alright, now these pins, if you can see or not, they have a little thick barrier right here, so you can get the glue right on there and stick them in, and they don't need a lot of pressure. Where other ones are tapered. These are tapered, as you can see. And because they're tapered, you have to really get them in. So, let's put a little instant glue on this side. And let's stick the pin right in. Make sure you get in all the way. Oops, I missed it. There we go. It's in, holding. Hold it till it dries a little bit. Sometimes they want to droop. Like I said, if you want to put an accelerator on there, just go right ahead. There we go. Let's get another one. Same thing. I like using the tweezers because it's more accurate, I think. A little bit of glue on there, a little bit of glue on there. And stick it in. There we go. Just let the glue set. And you're going to keep doing this as you go along. So, try. There we go. Now what you're going to do is you're going to finish this whole row up here. So I'll be back when I finish that row. Okay, I've got the pins all put in with instant glue. I use the Gorilla super glue. And I put a little zip kicker on each one to make sure they're all hardened. And now what you do is you take a pair of tweezers or your hand, whatever you want to do, lift it up. It's going to be stiff. That's alright. Pick it up, move that aside. Now you're going to clip all these off. Okay, just clip them off close to it, but not, you know, right on it. Be gentle, because these are fragile. I mean, you know, Modelkasten track links are very nice, but they're still fragile. I mean, you just got to be careful. Take your time. This side's a little easier because of the extra pin that sticks out a little bit. Just be careful just to go right up against it, and it will pop right off. Now what I like to do, I've got those cut off, I like to make sure they all turn and move. Test it, because you want to make sure that each one does rotate and that it does perform like it's supposed to, because when you get on the tank, like this one's stiff right there. There we go. Loosened it up a little bit. Sometimes you get a little instant glue on there. Don't get on the point, but you know, from point back you want to get on. If you get on the point, then it wants to be stiff and it won't turn. See how that turns like that? That's what you want, because if you don't, then it won't work like a regular track link, and you'll get spots where it'll look weird or stupid on your tank. I got one right here too. Oh, maybe turn. There we go. Sometimes they get a little stiff. It's all right. It's my fault. I put a little too much glue on there or something. So just get it loosened up, and you should be fine. You know, everybody makes mistakes. I do too. And just put a little glue on there. You're like, okay, but see how that moves now? There we go. Don't overexert these track links. The pins are in there very shallow. It's not like the full track links where you put the pin all the way through. These do not. These are just right there, surface detail. They barely get in the slot. Now, if you wanted to, you could drill these out with a pin vise and a little miniature pin and put your own pins in there. That's no problem if you want to. No biggie. Now what I do, I take and all the ends right here, I sand them smooth. You know, flush them off. Oops, can you see? Well, you can't see, but no well. Just sand them flush, each one individually. Take your time. Do it, you know, not in a hurry. And this will give you a better effect. Be careful when you're holding them. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see this while I'm doing it. So if I'm blocking the camera view, I'm sorry. But anyway, just sand them smooth. And same thing with this on this end. And do each one individually. I don't know if you can see or not, but anyway, sand them each individually with this little stick. By the way, if you like these little sanding sticks, I get them at Hobby Lobby. Get these at Hobby Lobby. You can also get them online. They're wonderful little sanding sticks, getting into individual grooves, and they work great. You get different grits. This is the finest grit right here. The white ones are like 200 and 300 grit, something like that. There you go. Now they're all sanded. Now, with that done, I'll take a little 10x7 here, or methylene chloride, if you want to buy it in bulk, like our club does, because it's a lot cheaper that way. Instead of buying, you know, a little bottle for like $7, you can buy a whole darn big bottle for like 12. It's like 3 times the amount. Hit it with 10x7 on each one of the little hubs. Kind of what the 10x7 will do is it will round it off a little bit, smooth it from your sanding, and also help it adhere. And that's, you know, what you want. Okay, turn it over. And a little bit of 10x7, just a dab. You don't need a whole lot. You know, I mean, it doesn't take a lot. Just dab it. Don't try and Get it so it gets into grooves at all. You just want to hit the top of the bolt. That's the one I did before. Okay, there we go. Now, like I said, this is the old 10x7 bottle. I just keep reusing, keep filling it with methylene chloride, and it works great. Alright, so there's my next 4 links, and I'm going to keep going, and when I come back, I'm pretty sure what it is I'm almost positive it's 92 links all the way around, so I got a ways to go. So when I come back, I'll have it all finished up, hopefully, and I'll show you how it works and how to put them on. Well, I'm down to the last link. I've created this little bridge here. I want to put in the last little piece here, and then we'll pin it in. There we go, it's in place. There we go. Now I just going to put 2 pins on the last 2 of them, and we'll be done. Let me start with the hard side first. I'm going to get in... Oh, wait a minute, this is the wrong one. I have to use the wedge pins on this side. I am going to get in your way because I really need to see this, because it's really at the end here. And I need to make sure I do it right. Okay. Get it in. Now, I've already tested these tracks. It's 92 links like the other side. I've already put them on the Tiger earlier, and they fit fine. The nice thing about a Tamiya tank is that you have the grommets inside the drive wheel and the rear wheel, and that makes a difference for being able to put on the tracks easier and removing them, and the other wheels are loose, so it does make a big difference. It's one thing I do really enjoy about Tamiya tanks, is that they have that system. I wish Dragon would get that system in. Alright, let me put this one in. Alright, that fit in real nice. But I wish Dragon would get that system with the rubber grommets that go inside when you assemble the drive wheels, and hell, even the regular wheels and stuff, you know, just to be kind of nice, because it makes it a lot easier for you to do the work you need to do for pulling the wheels on and off. Otherwise, what I do is I use blue tack. Like on my the cheaper versions, like that one ICM Panzer 2F. I'm using this to hold the wheels on while I try the tracks and stuff like that. That's just what you have to do. But right now it's not bad. The blue stuff works really good. I just like the rubber grommet system on the Tamiya tanks. Okay, that side's done. Let's get it. Oops, I got these 2 right here, and these will go on the other side. A little bit of glue. Just right on the edge. Stick it in the back side here. There we go. There's one. I'll let it dry. Okay. One more and I'm done. Yay! I'm looking forward to getting these done. Now after I do this, I will let them I will double check everything, put on anything needs to, use any more 10x7 I have to put on or whatever to melt the heads or whatever on these things. So I will do all that, and then I will give her a bath, give them both a bath. And when I give it a bath, what I will do, you have to be, these are nice tracks, but you have to make sure that you be very gentle with them. I mean, just you're going to be, sometimes when you're putting the road wheels on, you have to be real careful. But overall, you need to make sure that you are very gentle. So when I give my bath, I'll take a bowl of water. Matter of fact, I'll probably come back and show you how I do that, just so you know. It's no big deal. Just got to be gentle with a brush and soap and water, and be careful how you move them around, and you'll be fine. So I'll tell you what, I'll let these dry, get them set up, and then I'll come back showing you how to do the water, or to clean them. Oh no, you caught me giving my tracks a bath. Oh. Take some soapy water. I just use Palmolive soap. I like it because it doesn't have any residue on it. Where I think Dawn, I was told years ago that Dawn leaves a residue. So I use Palmolive, just regular dishwashing soap. It's very mild. Put it in a tub like this. Sit there and just keep going like this. And just clean the tracks up. Do the inside like this. Come in here. Do that. Do the edges. You're just trying to break up all the stuff that's on there. The Gorilla Glue residue, the 10x7 and a zip kicker residue, and also filings from when you sanded it with a stick on the edges. You know, all that dust and junk. And if you do this properly, just take your time. These tracks are fragile to a degree, so just be careful. No big rush. Just know the main thing is as long as the soap is getting on there and you're just brushing it lightly, it will get the residue off. You won't have any problems. And after I do this, I'll be able to primer them and then do some track color that I like to use. It's I think Model Master makes it. It's called track color. I like to use that. Then I dry brush steel on top of that. So anyway, it also depends on where I want to put it and how I'm going to do it, what colors I use. But anyway, just keep doing this, then rinse it off underneath the sink, or empty this tub of soapy water and fill it with clean water, rinse it out, and then just keep rinsing it until it's no more soap. But this is the way I do it, and I hope you all enjoyed me showing you how to do the tracks on the Porsche Tiger. I will be working on the new bow one next, and I'll show you how to do that. It's a simple process. It's really easy to do. Like I said, I enjoy doing the Modelkasten tracks. They're a lot of work, but I like the looks of them, and they turn out really nice. All right, I'll see you on my next video.